You clicked on this video with one question. Is my country safe if World War III breaks out? Statistically, probably not. But don't panic, some places might stay relatively untouched. We've analyzed global data and history to find the 7 countries most likely to survive a third world war. Our ranking is based on food security, energy independence, neutrality, defense, geography, and logistics. Today's world is different. Long-range missiles, cyber warfare, and satellite strikes mean nowhere is truly out of reach. Still, geography matters, a lot. If your country is far from major powers, not sitting on coveted resources, and not in big military alliances, you're off to a good start. Add self-sufficiency in food and energy and you've got a real fortress. These aren't just pretty places. They're strategic strongholds. The countries on this list combine resilience, resources, and isolation. Let's count down the top 7 countries most likely to survive World War III. Number 7 is New Zealand, the ultimate in geographic isolation. Tucked far from global conflict zones, it's simply not a strategic target. Its fertile land and small population mean food security is almost guaranteed. Water? No problem, rivers, lakes, and rainfall provide a clean, reliable supply. Over 80% of its electricity comes from renewables, so it's not dependent on foreign energy. Politically, New Zealand is stable, independent, and not entangled in major alliances. Its anti-nuclear stance and non-interventionist policies keep it off most enemies' radars. The defense force is modern, but the real protection is distance. Invading New Zealand is a logistical nightmare. Think of it as the kid eating lunch outside while the cafeteria erupts in chaos. It's not just a scenic getaway, it's a survival blueprint. Isolation, food and water abundance, energy independence, and political stability make New Zealand a modern-day Ark. If the world goes dark, life here could go on. That's why it's on our list. In a global crisis, New Zealand is as close to a safe haven as it gets. It's the ultimate fortress. If you want to disappear from the world's problems, this is the place. New Zealand, the final boss of survival. Number 6 is Iceland, the northern fortress. Alone in the North Atlantic, its remoteness is its first defense. Iceland's real superpower? Geothermal energy. It generates 100% of its electricity from renewables. No need for foreign oil or gas. Cheap, abundant energy powers greenhouses, so Iceland can grow food year-round, even in winter. The surrounding ocean is a massive, sustainable food source. Fishing is a way of life. If global trade collapses, Icelanders can still eat. Politically, Iceland is peaceful, with no standing army and no enemies. Its NATO membership is more a formality than a threat magnet. The population is small, educated, and cohesive. Social stability is a huge asset. Icelanders are used to hardship and isolation. They know how to survive. The volcanic landscape is tough for any invader. Think of Iceland as a high-tech lifeboat, self-sufficient, out of the way, and built to endure. Extreme remoteness, energy independence, food security, and social unity make it a secure sanctuary. It's cold, but it's safe. Iceland, the modern Viking stronghold. If you want to ride out the storm, this is your island. In a world at war, Iceland is a lifeboat. That's why it's on our list. Number 5 is Switzerland, the world's most fortified country. In the heart of Europe, it's surrounded by major powers, but its defense is legendary. Switzerland's policy armed neutrality. It stays out of conflicts but is ready for anything. Military service is mandatory. The population is trained and armed. The Alps are a natural fortress, perfected for mountain warfare. Hidden bunkers, airfields in mountains, and explosive rigged infrastructure make invasion nearly impossible. Every citizen has a spot in a nuclear fallout shelter by law. These aren't just basements, they're sophisticated, stocked, and ready. Switzerland stockpiles food, medicine, and fuel months' worth in secure locations. Politically, it's neutral, not in the EU or NATO, and attacking it gains little. The economy is stable, infrastructure is world-class, and preparedness is a national value. Switzerland is a country-sized panic room. Its citizen army, mountain defenses, universal bunkers, and stockpiles make it a masterclass in survival. Right in the middle of the action, but built to withstand anything. If you want to be ready for the worst, Switzerland is the blueprint. It's the ultimate turtle-hard shell, safe inside. In a global crisis, Switzerland is the bunker you want. It's not just safe, it's engineered for survival. That's why it's on our list. Switzerland, the armed bunker of Europe. So, number 4 is Fiji, a remote Pacific paradise. Its greatest asset? Profound isolation. Thousands of miles from any major power, Fiji is strategically irrelevant and unlikely to be targeted. Fertile volcanic soil and abundant rainfall mean year-round food production. The small population can easily be fed from local agriculture. The ocean is a virtually endless protein source. Fishing is a way of life. Fiji's military is tiny and focused on peacekeeping, making it non-threatening. No alliances, no enemies, and no resources worth fighting over. Its decentralized, island-based population is resilient. If one island is hit, others keep going. Political stability is improving, but more importantly, Fiji is off the world's radar. In a global war, it would likely be overlooked and left alone. Survival here is about simplicity, self-sufficiency, and being forgotten by the world. No bunkers, no armies, just distance and abundance. Fiji, the remote paradise where life could go on. If you want to escape the chaos, this is your haven. In a world at war, Fiji is out of sight, out of mind. That's why it's on our list. Number 3 is Canada, the resource giant. It shares a border with the US, but its vastness is its shield. Most Canadians live near the border, but the rest is wilderness, endless places to retreat and survive. Canada is energy independent with huge oil, gas, and agricultural resources. It can feed its population many times over and has the world's largest renewable freshwater supply. While it's a NATO member, it's not the primary target. Its terrain is too vast and harsh to occupy. Canada has a culture of preparedness, with bunkers and hardened sites from the Cold War era. Its political system is stable, and social cohesion is high. In a crisis, Canada's scale and abundance are unmatched. It can absorb a blow, outlast a crisis, and remain self-sufficient. The wilderness offers a nearly unmatched escape route. Canada, the giant resource-rich haven. If you want space, resources, and resilience, this is your country. In a world of scarcity, Canada is an island of abundance. That's why it's on our list. Number 2 is Bhutan, the Himalayan fortress. High in the mountains, Bhutan is nearly impossible to invade. Rugged terrain and deep valleys have protected it for centuries. Fiercely neutral and isolationist, Bhutan avoids alliances and has no strategic value to major powers. Its philosophy of gross national happiness leads to environmental sustainability. It's the only carbon-negative country. Traditional, sustainable agriculture feeds its small population. Bhutan is not dependent on global supply chains. Cultural isolation shields it from information warfare and social disruption. Society is unified by a strong national identity and Buddhist faith. The military is tiny and non-threatening. Bhutan is a real-life Shangri-La, hidden, peaceful, and self-sufficient. In a world driven by aggression, being non-threatening is powerful defense. Life here could continue much as it has for centuries, even as the world burns. Impeccable geography, neutrality, and sustainability make Bhutan a survival sanctuary. That's why it's on our list. Number 1 is Chile, the Southern Shield. Its geography is unmatched: Andes to the East Pacific to the west, Atacama Desert to the north, Antarctic to the south. It's boxed in by natural barriers, making invasion nearly impossible. Chile's diverse climates allow for abundant agriculture, and fishing food security is solid. It's a mining superpower with copper and lithium for domestic use in a crisis. The military is modern and experienced in tough terrain. Defense is strong. Infrastructure is robust and decentralized. An attack on one region won't cripple the country. Politically, Chile is stable, pragmatic, and not entangled in risky alliances. It maintains good relations with major powers but stays out of global conflicts. Chile combines the best features of all the other countries on this list: geographic protection, food and water self-sufficiency, resource control, and resilient infrastructure. It's the complete package for survival. In a global storm, Chile stands strong. If you want the ultimate safe haven, this is it. Chile, the most structurally sound and geographically blessed nation to weather World War III. It's not just safe, it's built for survival. That's why it's our number 1 pick. In a world at war, Chile is the Southern Shield, the best place to ride out the apocalypse. If your country is a nuclear power in a conflict zone or dependent on imports, your odds drop. But it's not hopeless. Self-sufficiency and smart planning matter everywhere. The countries on this list have built-in advantages, but the principles apply to everyone. World War III is still hypothetical, but the world feels less stable every day. No place is completely safe, but some give you a real fighting chance. Security isn't just about armies, it's about food, water, energy, and geography. Which country would you choose? Did we miss one? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share this video. Your survival plan starts with knowledge. Stay safe and stay prepared.